Regret. Whether it be the time you let one loose in your 3rd grade writing class or wasting your time on a relationship that doesn't really matter in the long haul. Regret when it comes to fashion usually involves spending or wasting money on items that make you ponder the mental state you're in when you purchase said piece. Today's video is all about fashion items that I regret buying over my youthful 23 years of life. For those who don't know me, my name is Drew What It Do, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. Also, I want this video to have a ton of comments, so comment some of the items you regret buying over the course of your life. The first major regret I have for buying for my wardrobe is buying Pacsun. Now, when I was a teenager, the internet wasn't as sophisticated as it is now when it comes to buying pieces and clothing online, at least from my vantage point as a teenager slash preteen. Man, that makes me seem kind of old. But it's just the truth. When I was growing up, one of the best ways to find good clothing, quote unquote good clothing, was going to your local mall. And one of the staples in my local mall was Pacsun. Now, for the first time in about 5 years, where's my phone at? It's in my pocket. Now, for the first time in about 5 years, I typed into my Google search www.pacsun.com, and a mirage of horrible flashbacks befalled me as I sifted through the website. I can confidently say that Pacsun was the reason I hated jeans, and I do mean hated jeans, as a preteen and as a teenager growing up. Without a doubt, Pacsun skinny jeans were the reason I had so much disdain towards jeans in general for so many years, and why I honestly started this channel and talk so much about quality Levi's and other denim jeans that Pacsun just did not have at the time. It really put a bad taste in my mouth when it came to clothing, and it was something I totally regret getting into and buying into as a teenager and as a preteen. To really paint this picture, a few reasons why I truly regretted buying these jeans and just buying from Pacsun in general is usually the quality isn't that nice. When it came to these skinnies, they weren't that nice. They didn't fit me correctly, and a lot of times with Pacsun, like, they never really had my size, so I had to always size down, and things were a little bit too tight in areas I don't want to talk about, and it just wasn't a comfortable experience for me at all. Also, Pacsun just screams corporate fashion. There isn't much storytelling involved when it comes to the pieces, at least from my vantage point. When I was buying, it was just buying something because it was a one-off of a trend or one-off of a fad that was currently going on for a cheaper price point. That's kind of always the vibe that Pacsun has given me. It's just a one-off type company. They basically replicate and bring in brands that just copy what other popular brands are doing for a cheaper price point. I don't know if it's technically considered fast fashion, but definitely regret buying from them. I think the only good thing about Pacsun back in the day, if I remember it, was the kind of Jerry Lorenzo fear of God moments that Pacsun had, the essentials collections and things that they had there. I'm pretty sure they had those there. I remember actually in 2017, I think it was 2017, could have been 2018, I remember camping out 11 hours for some fear of God Vans. And I got them. I got 2 pairs, so I was happy about that. That's probably the best thing about Pacsun. The last time I went to Pacsun was that day in 2017 or 2018. My question is, does anyone shop at the mall anymore? I feel like the mall is just like a relic of the past as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the malls here aren't that good. I don't ever shop at the mall, so. In lieu of Supreme's fall-winter 2021 release and showcasing, I think it's only right for me to talk about my favorite brand in the mid-teen kind of era of my life. I definitely regret a lot of Supreme that I bought. Let's talk about it. I think most, if not all of us, have been bit by the Supreme bug at one point in our lives. And if it's not the Supreme bug, it was the Stone Island bug, the Palace bug, the whatever brand that you kind of idolized for unbeknownst reasons kind of jive, if you feel me. And if you haven't, maybe you're born in like 2005 or something like that. I don't know how old you are. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe you're just too young or something like that. Honestly, I don't think Supreme has bad clothing. Well, some of the items are questionable. I think for me, the biggest regret that I had when it comes to Supreme was associating it with the pinnacle of fashion, associating it with being the very best that fashion has to offer, and that there's nothing else out there for me or anyone else to really strive for, but how good and great Supreme is. And that mentality of like putting a brand on such a pedestal and wanting to be a part of a group that really doesn't resonate with me, that to me is like, why did I do that? Why did I torture myself, you know, on Thursday mornings? Why did I try to go for these items, not get them, go for like the cheapy, like most basic accessories that I'll never use type deal, you know what I mean? It's just a moment in time now I look back and I'm like, why? Just why? Some of the items that I acquired from the brand back in the day were I had a Playboy tee, I had a PK box logo, and a few other kind of mid-level accessories that never really got much use out of. My question is, who's still rocking with Supreme in 2021? If you are, I feel like you're actually into the brand. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty difficult to I think Supreme had its moment, obviously, where it was super popular, $1 billion valuation, yada yada yada, and I think it's lost some of its hype a little bit. Does Supreme even resell anymore? I don't even know anymore. Well, this is the last section of the video, and I named it Uncategorical Other Items, or Other Uncategorical Items, and the reason why is because there's a lot of that I just can't put into one category, so I have to put them all into like a big conglomerate of a category, I guess. All right, don't judge me for some of these guys. Some of these are, I look back on them like, it's just youth, man. It's just youthful. One of the things I regret buying, and I still have and own to this day, are spray ground backpacks. I don't know if anyone knows what these are, but these had a moment, and maybe they still are pretty popular right now, I don't know. But they're essentially these kind of backpacks that mimicked Louis Vuitton and youth culture and pop culture, and basically were these kind of one-off bags that a lot of athletes wore, and maybe some rappers and things like that. And I had a few. I had one that said Revolution on it, and I had one that had like Vegeta on there. And I still have them because, I don't know, they don't sell. I didn't want to just throw them away. They're a part of my past. Maybe I need a backpack one day, but I never used the Vegeta backpack. That thing has literally never been used, and it was such a regretful waste of money, in my opinion. Cool to look at, like I love Dragon Ball and love anime and things like that, but it's a little tacky, and it's a little bit like, okay, this is a grown man wearing this. He's probably got some maturing to do. Next, I don't know if I regret owning these, but I regret the fact that I own so many. And if you guys don't know me, I played basketball pretty much all throughout my youth and high school and college. And one of the things I know early on, middle school, high school, I used to wear all the time were these freaking Nike Elite socks. I have so many Nike Elite socks that just are, like, I guess they're just trash at this point. I mean, I could donate them, obviously, but like, man, there's way too many Nike Elite socks that I own. Regret owning so many, not anticipating life after basketball. Maybe I just didn't think there was gonna be. I was thought, you know, Nike Elite socks for forever. You know what I mean? That was my mentality. Another brand I gave a little bit too much credit to was the brand OVO, which is like Drake's merch brand. And I thought OVO was doing cool things, especially with the kind of Murakami collaborations. And I thought Drake, like Kanye, for whatever reason, this is what I thought. I thought Drake, like Kanye, was designing and creating the garments, when in reality, I don't think he was, and I don't think he is. And so they've pumped out a lot of things at OVO. I also checked out their website recently, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, they have some interesting items, but it's too fanboy-y for me. And I think, I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't resonate with me anymore. I grew up from it. Still a fan of Drake. Can't wait for Certified Lover Boy to come out. So there's that. But yeah, I copped one too many of these OVO items. This next one is more recent, and while I am kind of out of taste for the OVO kind of clothing and merch tees like that, I do enjoy like picking up certain merch tees. And so I decided to spend a little bit of money, not too much money, like $20, $30, on a Big Sean Detroit 2, because I'm a huge fan of Big Sean as well. Detroit 2 merch tee. And when I got the shirt in hand, I was like, why did I buy this? It literally was 2020 when I bought this. And it's just a shirt that I'm never, ever gonna wear. Ever, ever, forever, like ever. I'll never wear this thing ever. So definitely regret buying it. Lauren is probably watching, shaking her head like, I told you so. I told you so. Last thing I want to bring up is I used to wear a ton of visors. And I don't know if this was a trend for other people growing up, but like visors, you could wear visors. You put your visor on, but you would wear it any way but forward. You wear it to the side, backwards. I don't know if it's from like Fresh Prince. I don't know what it's from, but I used to have these visors that I used to wear and never wear a visor. I never wear visors anymore. I mean, they're decently cool. I would wear a visor again maybe, but I regret some of the ones I bought just because like the Nike one I own is just kind of dingy and overworn and not really my style once again, but it's all part of the progression. I regret it, but it's all necessary. So whatever you've kind of gone through in the course of your fashion journey, whatever it is, like all these kind of things that happen to you, whether they're buying fast fashion or buying from X, Y, and Z brand or being a hype beast or being a hype bae or being whatever, like it's all part of the progression. You gotta start somewhere and continuously move towards where you want to be, and it starts somewhere, especially when you're young. You don't necessarily know. So this video is super fun, you guys, super fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below different things that you regret buying. I'm going super ad-lib right here. What am I supposed to say after this? I forgot an item. I regret, so hold on. I'm over here just talking. One of the things I regret buying, and no shade on one of my favorite brands, Gardens and Seeds, I regret buying hats that are just too big for my head. And I've done that in the past, and I need to learn from my lessons, because buying hats that don't fit your head shape for someone like me who has a smaller head is just a no-go. And this Garden and Seeds hat is a prime example. I have another kind of Crooks hat that's a prime example. Hats that just do not fit me correctly, and maybe I'll make a video about this, just how important it is to find the right style of hat for your head type. For bigger heads, you can have these more wider brim hats. For smaller heads and for smaller faces too, like you want to have the hat kind of structure your face, and so that's kind of what I'm wearing right now with my Inner Matrix trucker hat. It just fits better, feels better, that kind of thing. That's why we created them. So, but I love Gardens and Seeds. I mean, I absolutely love the brand. Love what they do. What items do you regret buying? Do you still own any? Let me know down in the comment section. I want this comment section to be full of things that people regretfully bought or regretfully own. It could be as recent as last week or last year or 5 years, 10 years ago. I would love to know, for real. I'd love to know. As always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2021. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you, wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, so I want you guys to feel a little bit of good energy and positivity from this video. Very lighthearted video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later this week, a few days from now on Sunday, if you're watching this at the time the video came out. I got love for y'all, man. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.